What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cap show. We got college football week 7 recap. And what did I realize through the whole week is that Clemson and Alabama are the teams to beat no matter what. They are the top dogs, and I do believe we'll see them 100%, both those teams in the playoffs. Notre Dame played Louisville this weekend and only won 12-7. To me, what's that tell me about Notre Dame? It's year in and year out for Notre Dame. It's the same every single year, dude. They do great against these shitty teams, and obviously they didn't do too good against Louisville, but when they go up against somebody great like Clemson, what's going to happen? We're probably going to get blown out. Let's just call a spade, dude. I cannot believe it. Ian Book, he had 106 yards passing total against Louisville, dude. Louisville, of all teams, I can't believe it. I'm not trying to minimize Louisville whatsoever, but is Louisville a top 5 team in the country? Absolutely not. To me, I'm very, very concerned about Notre Dame and where they're going to go. I get it. Brian Kelly signed a contract extension. To me, that just, I don't know what to think about it, dude. You know, Williams, the running back, he had 25 carries for 127 yards. He's been their main player through this season. If it wasn't for Williams, we would probably have lost this game. I mean, his running game, his ability to break tackles, to really see which holes to open up and go. I love this kid, man, but to me, it's just, I cannot believe it, dude. I really can't with Notre Dame. You know, like I said, what's going to happen when they have to play Clemson, the big boy dog? Like, what's going to happen? They're going to lose. That's what's going to happen. And what are we going to do about Notre Dame? Every year it's the same. It's Notre Dame's year to win a national championship. It's our year. And let's go. Is it really? You know, we've been saying that since 1989, dude. 88 was the last time Notre Dame won a national championship. Before I even existed, dude. Before I was even my dad's ball sack, dude. That's been so long. And speaking of the greats, Clemson versus Georgia Tech. Clemson scored 73 points. I told you to guys go over on this game. Clemson was 27-point favorites. I said you could go money line. That wouldn't be a bad play either. Obviously, they straight covered this. Trevor Lawrence, he had 404 yards with 5 touchdowns and only 1 interception, dude. I'm telling you, Trevor Lawrence is a lottery number 1 pick in the 2021 NFL draft. No doubt about it, dude. He is number 1. And that's why I always thought, you know, the Indianapolis Colts should tank to get this kid, dude. To get Trevor Lawrence. I think that'd be a great fit, but, you know, obviously they play Georgia Tech, not the best. Travis, their running back, he had 11 carries for 44 yards and 1 touchdown. Amari Rodgers, he also had 6 receptions for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. Look, dude, I'm telling you, Clemson and Bama, they are the top 2 teams in the country right now. Yes, I understand we have conferences coming back like the Big Ten this weekend. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. You know, dealing with like Ohio State, Michigan, the big time schools, right? You know, I can't wait. I hope one of those schools, just for Big Ten's sake, you know, me being from the Midwest, I love the Big Ten, so I'd love to see a Big Ten get into the playoffs. I mean, it's obviously going to be hard, you know, with the shortened schedule, you know, everything what 2020 had to offer us, you know, with the virus, everything that's going on. But, dude, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it's Clemson and Bama really are the teams to beat right now. Then we had Pittsburgh versus the U. The U was 13-point favorites. I told you guys to go heavy on the U here. And obviously they didn't cover on the spread. But money line, if you would have went heavy on the money line, you would have cashed out. No doubt about it. D. King, the quarterback for the U, he had 222 yards with 4 touchdowns and 2 picks. Look, man, obviously I thought Pittsburgh was better than what they were, you know, when they first started off. To me, it was just like, wow. You know, I don't know what to think about it, but the U, big win for the U. Then we have Auburn versus South Carolina. Auburn was 3.5-point favorites in this game. I cannot believe it. And yeah, Auburn lost this game to South Carolina 30-22. To me, crazy. Bo Nix, Auburn's quarterback, he had 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions, bro. 3! 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions right there. It makes sense why they lost. When you're throwing more interceptions than touchdowns, you're going to lose, dude. I don't care if you're playing in high school football, Division I football, or pro football, dude. If you throw more interceptions than touchdowns, you're more likely going to lose, and it makes sense why Auburn lost. Colin Hill, the quarterback for South Carolina, he had 144 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Shi Smith, the receiver, he had the go-ahead touchdown to win the game, dude. He had 8 receptions for 76 yards and 1 touchdown. Crazy, dude. Big win for South Carolina. I didn't pick South Carolina. I picked Auburn originally and lost that. I mean, who thought South Carolina was going to win? And obviously, another upset pick of the week was Kentucky over Tennessee. Tennessee was 6-point favorites in this game, and Kentucky won 34-7, dude. Blew them out of the water. Like, seriously. I mean, I can't believe it. Tennessee, I mean, honestly, they haven't been good since Peyton Manning. That was back in the 90s, dude. That was forever ago. The iPhone wasn't even out then. Heck, the Razr flip phone wasn't even out in the 90s. Isn't that crazy? But big win for Kentucky. You got Tennessee's quarterback, Garrett. He had 2 interceptions and a couple big sixes. To me, it makes sense why you guys lost. Big win for Kentucky. And then we got Texas A&M versus Mississippi State. This was another big game. And Texas A&M got the dub. They ended up covering the 5-point spread, which was great. And Texas A&M's legit here. Yes, they have a loss, but if Texas A&M wins out, I mean, obviously they're probably going to have to play Bama or somebody big if they make it to the SEC championship, somewhere in that sort. But look, they're pretty legit. Kellen Mond, he had 139 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Look, Isaiah Spiller, he had 18 carries for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. I love Texas A&M's running back. I like where they're going right now. Mississippi State, they had a good start, but look, dude, you know, at the end of the day, if you have more than 2 losses in your column in college football, you're not making the playoffs. 1 loss is a possibility, but 2 losses, that's it, you're out. But Texas A&M still has some breathing life, and what a win. And obviously another huge upset this week was North Carolina versus Florida State. This was crazy, dude. Obviously, Florida State was 13.5-point favorites this game, dude. To me, that is crazy. And Florida State got the win, dude. I cannot believe it. Sam Howell, North Carolina's quarterback, he had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Didn't have a bad game, dude. But to me, the difference maker was G. Williams. He had 18 carries for 119 yards and 1 touchdown, and obviously that was for North Carolina. So I thought that was definitely going to be a difference maker when North Carolina's running backs going off crazy, dude, for over 100 yards. But Jordan Travis, Florida State's quarterback, he had 119 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Dude, obviously North Carolina losing, I did not see it. You know, after Florida State got embarrassed multiple weeks in North Carolina losing this game, I think obviously North Carolina from here on out right now, you guys have to win out. You guys have to beat Notre Dame. You guys have to beat Clemson to even get a consideration of getting in the playoffs. But you guys losing this game against Florida State's big. Yes, I know there's some key drops on North Carolina's receivers when late game. Sam threw it on the money, but yet the receivers could not hang on to the ball. To me, it was just like, dude, this is evident. If you guys are a championship team, you guys battle through adversity, you guys come back late in the 4th quarter, no matter what, at all costs. No excuses whatsoever. North Carolina came up short. Dropped a couple key passes, and that was that. So big win for Florida State. I cannot believe it. Then we have Boston College versus Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech was 13-point favorites here, and yes, they did cover. I picked Virginia Tech. What a win for Virginia Tech. And then obviously we had the game of the week, Georgia versus Bama. And yes, I've said it over and over again, Bama is Bama. They are back here. They are great. Mac Jones, the quarterback for Bama, he had 417 yards with 4 touchdowns and only 1 pick, dude. To me, crazy. Insane. And then we had Harris, the running back for Bama. He had 31 carries, 152 yards, and 1 touchdown. These Bama running backs, they just breed them, dude. Breed them year after year. They are great running backs. Then we had Devontae Smith. He had 11 receptions for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns. Crazy, dude, but like I said, Bama is the team to beat, dude. I mean, let's be honest here. Bama and Clemson, they are the top dogs in college football right now. And they have other team, they have to go through either Bama or Clemson to win a national championship this year, or obviously in 2021. So what's it going to be? You know, do I see a college football team beating Bama or Clemson right now? Probably not. You know, maybe Ohio State, that's a long stretch. They still got a long way to go. You know, obviously we haven't seen them play yet. But long term, dude, definitely Bama and Clemson are the teams, dude. And I want to see Bama and Clemson in the national championship game again, like we've seen over and over again, right? Wouldn't that be great for college football? I do. I think that's really what's going to happen. I mean, I cannot wait. But my whole concern is with Week 7 was definitely Notre Dame football. You know, 12-7, I get it. It's a dub at home. But you guys are back-to-back road games, and then you got Clemson. Clemson's coming into Notre Dame, and it really boils down to, can you guys win the big game? And right now, the way Clemson and Trevor Lawrence and company's playing, dude, I'm sorry, but Notre Dame, you guys have a small chance of winning. You know, and obviously if Notre Dame wins out, they are in. But if they lose to Clemson, you guys are out. That's it. Punch your ticket back home, dude. I'm telling you what, baby. But I cannot believe it. Some huge upsets, like I said. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for college football with the teams coming back this week. It's gonna be great, baby. Let's go!